Okay, are we back? Are we back or not? Dude, that was so goofy. Wait, okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. Dude, what the hell? What happened there? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. The stream went down and then came back up.
Study
Oh my god,
shows that
that's
childhood COD
annoying. That's
symptoms are
annoying.
significantly associated with greater daily social media use during emerging adulthood, and that more daily social media use is significantly associated with various antisocial behaviors. Antisocial conduct in childhood is a strong predictor of criminal behavior in adulthood. And if you think about it, our society already in the West is designed to promote the most psychopathic of all, the most greedy, narcissistic are rewarded the most. And this hamster wheel is only going to increase, especially with screen time hampering our capacity to interpret facial expressions and acquire social skills, both of which are crucial elements of cultivating empathy. And
Hello?
What's up?
Sup, Adrian?
once social media removes empathy from the
I
human
joined on my
condition, and you
but I'm a
quickly find
screen
yourself
share.
surrounded by a large amount of Patrick Bateman-like
Well, I'm not
Wait,
gonna
people,
screen
the
share.
most virtue-signaling, empty,
what?
vacuous, plastic people who have no care for the society that has brought them up or the people around them. Just more instant gratification, more dopamine. This is the generation of iPad kids. And of course, not everyone's going to be a psychopath, of course not. It's an incredibly rare thing in the first place. But the lack of empathy and growing narcissism that growing up on an iPad causes is a really worrying sign, especially when you look at modern day influencers today, the people actually raising your children. You see more and more influencers are always there in your child's life now. They're the ones on your screen, the ones.
Yeah, but like, we can't blame iPads for that. iPads are not to blame. Dude, it's on the parents to monitor their kids. Neglectful parenting leads, in my opinion, it's neglectful parenting is more of a root cause than the iPad itself. And by neglectful parenting, you enable kids to be on their iPads all day, exposed to content like this without parental controls. Matter of fact, they shouldn't even have an iPad to begin with, because in my opinion, I don't think anyone under the age of 13 should have like any sort of like mobile device. Maybe 10. No, 13. No, 12. No, 11. I don't know.
Trend jacking TikTok.
But there's got to be
Influencers in the
like some
culture of
sort of
today.
limit where
And
like
when you
kids
look at
just
the
like
biggest
low key
influencers now
shouldn't be
who
on the
form their
internet
opulent
like at
lifestyles and
all.
endorse things like OnlyFans, are these really the people you want raising your children? The Adam 22s, Logan Pauls, Neons of the world. All of these shallow, superficial beings who fills kids' head with idiotic, sometimes dangerous.
Yeah, but dude, the thing is like these creators don't even like target kids. They aren't like they don't cater their content towards kids. If kids stumble upon it, that's on like the parents to talk to them about it and like redirect them to content they would want their kids to be consuming, like educational content or like something like Coco Melon.
Dangerous
Like,
ideologies. And worryingly, as more and more studies show, influencers are having a profound impact on the psyche of kids, shaping their ideologies through the spread of distorted, emotionally charged narratives, propagating materialistic wealth, greed, self-absorption, and just bottom of the bucket behavior. Your daughter's being raised by Cardi B, Ruby Rose, Sexy Red, rapping about their genitals and the glories of promiscuity, warping little children
dude,
everywhere.
notice how none of these people say they're like there's stuff that they like the stuff that they make is for kids. Notice how none of them have said that. Dude, it's like why are we blaming influencers now? When they don't make content for kids to begin with.
Boys who are told to get more hoes, to get more money, to neglect culture and tradition, and screw everyone over. Children who are influenced by adult content at such early ages. I'm not even kidding, today kids as young as 9 are regularly exposed to adult content. And this is not the adult content of your parents' time. We all know what this is. It's the most degenerate, debauched content imaginable. Compilations of the worst things you can think of, completely destroying your children's dopamine. Because in our society, people are just too tired and overworked to even have the time to raise their children properly anymore. So giving them an iPad to numb them just seems like the easier option today. But when you really think about what's going on here, when you really think about what they're being influenced by, the fact that children everywhere are watching this kind of content before they've even had their first kiss, what is this doing to children's brains? Well, not only is it ruining their attention span and their empathy, but it also has detrimental effects on their developing prefrontal cortex, a region of the brain responsible for rational decision making and impulse regulation. Consequently, when this area is compromised, children are prone to displaying impulsive behavior and making even worse decisions. Without a fully functioning prefrontal cortex, a human runs the risk of living life full of recklessness and poor choices. Even the iPads given out in schools aren't safe. There's just more and more stories emerging involving young children, third graders, being given unfiltered iPads and being fed the most disturbing material by these algorithms. Although Apple's screen time was introduced in 2018 to stop this very sort of behavior, with restrictions ostensibly designed to help parents and educators, it's usually never that effective. Children can just easily circumvent these minor obstacles and end up accessing the most depraved content you can think of. New research from Imperial Software shows that 1 in 4 young students have watched harmful or violent content online while in the classroom, and 17% were watching it on a school device. And even 1 in 10 children have used gambling sites through these iPads. And again, to be clear, all in the classroom. If all this isn't depressing enough though, there's one thing that's even worse.
But why are we blaming iPads? It always comes back to, why the hell are we blaming iPads for this? Dude, it's on the schools, it's on the parents, it's on the faculty members, it's on the people who distribute these iPads that are like, don't have like some sort of like lockdown browser or something, I don't know. But dude, it's on these people, not on iPads itself, not on the what? Yeah, we can't just blame iPads. We can't blame. Oh my frig, dude. It's like we are missing the whole point right now. It's like we are deliberately missing the whole point to craft a narrative that is like technology is so harmful towards kids, when in reality it's not as harmful as you think. And well, hold on, I take that back. It could be harmful, but it's more so just on us to sort of regulate it. And it's not on like the iPads itself to just not have this content that's more so for adults.
Exploiting Generation Alpha. Now this happens with every generation, and they say
Like,
that
what? Do you just like expect like an internet full of like sunshine and rainbows where everyone's just happy?
6 clicks away from a predator. You see, social media has, in many ways, created a safe haven for predators who can hide behind fake profiles and lure unsuspecting children.
Watch this. Instead of blaming social media for that, they're gonna once again blame technology
Into potentially life-destroying, even life-ending traps. Now, the Wall Street Journal published an extensive report showing how Instagram connects a vast predator network around the globe. And although Instagram users are supposed to be at least 13, many users are as young as 10. And this number is going down and down as more and more kids get iPads. And unbeknownst to them, that young child they're communicating with is in fact a 58-year-old man with the most vile intentions imaginable. Meanwhile, TikTok, the most popular social media platform in existence, has been called the perfect platform for predators. Now, we all know the online world is crawling with monsters, the type of people who specialize in destroying children's lives. A recent study conducted by Israeli and American cybersecurity experts reveals that predators who contact kids through social media exploit security breaches to secretly activate their webcams without the knowledge or consent of the children. And at the same time, there's been a huge increase in cases of children falling prey to online extortion. Sextortion, the criminal act of manipulating children who are then coerced into sharing explicit images of themselves with abusers. These abusers then threaten to distribute the pictures if a ransom is not paid to them.
Sexual predators are on a new playground here, targeting kids by chatting with them while they play popular video games.
CBS 8's Anna Marie McNichol working for you with how parents can protect their kids from becoming victims.
Where children are spending their time online, predators are lurking.
And disturbingly, an increasing number of reported content now involves the most severe category A images. And even more worryingly, is that children are now able to use iPads to access the dark web so easily. Now, as many of you may know, the dark web consists of a hidden collective of internet sites, only accessible by a specialized web browser, Tor, where people can then sell various items and services, anything illegal that you want. And it recently emerged that an 8-year-old child used his iPad to access the dark web and buy a number of ridiculously dangerous items.
Dude, how the hell is an 8-year-old doing that? Dude, how the hell do you not? Okay. Whoa. Dude, how do you like not notice this sort of like messed up behavior beforehand and like take like the iPad away or something? Send him like make him go outside, go smell the flowers, like
including an AK-47. The gun even arrived to his house, with the mother eventually handing it over to the police. But this brought up an uncomfortable discussion here, If kids are being raised by iPads, they will see every corner of the internet, and accessing the dark web on an iPhone or iPad is remarkably easy. And once a child does so, he or she enters a world where their safety and innocence becomes endangered almost instantly. You see, 1 in 50 children are affected by child identity fraud, and more than half of victims are children under 9 years old. So what makes a child's identity so attractive? Well, it's likely because their social security number and credit history represents a clean slate that may remain untouched and potentially unchecked for possibly quite a few years, even decades. And if the theft goes unnoticed, a criminal could utilize a child's social security number to establish a credit history over an extended period. And this deception may remain concealed until the child seeks a driver's license, employment, or financial assistance for education. One thing that won't be rare with Generation Alpha and iPad kids especially is the rise of involuntary celibates, lonely sex-starved young men embittered by a sense of romantic failure who find each other in communities online. You see more and more with things like Tinder, with Instagram, with adult content. All of this stuff is affecting the mental health of everyone everywhere, but especially Generation Alpha, as I've already discussed. But one thing this does is create a lack of community and cohesion. You never get to connect with people your age, and the more this happens, especially to Generation Alpha, the more involuntary celibates you get. People who can't interact with the other sex because they've never been socialized properly. And this ties in with a huge drop in testosterone levels amongst young men. In fact, prolonged social media use actually lowers testosterone levels in males.
It's been shown that social media can cause the lowering of testosterone levels.
That's affecting their sex drive and mood. More and more males are struggling with depression, anxiety, and loneliness. And this completely coincides with the drop in testosterone. Now, there's so many factors.
Dude, how did we go from iPad bad to social media bad to testosterone lowering equals sin? Like, what?
I've discussed this multiple times on this channel. And whilst there's the food, the water, the hormones in our environment, social media and digital devices are also draining the masculine vigor out of young men, rendering them limp, lifeless, loathsome, and lonesome.
Dude. That is such a crazy take to have in 2023. 2024, basically. Dude, we can't go around being like, men need to be so manly, testosterone-filled, hype beasts, only lifting weights. I'm pretty sure that narrative, stopped, back in, what? I don't know how long. But I'm pretty sure we stopped thinking like that because we actually decided to grow a brain and stop being so insecure about gender roles. So,
in fact, the average teen today is now spending up to 6 hours per day doom scrolling their lives away, and probably far more.
Okay, doom scrolling is actually a problem.
Their computer as well. And so just imagine a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old kid getting addicted to these algorithms from such a young age, getting their dopamine fried by these devices. By the time they're 18, they're already a full-on social media addict, with their brain fried, wasting their lives away looking at pixels. By the time they're 18, most children now in Generation Alpha will have probably spent close to 5 years completely online. And I mean that literally in the time spent looking at the devices. What does this do to a healthy human being? Is it any surprise that Generation Alpha will get angrier, fatter, dumber, lonelier? Things are bad now, but sad.
Anyways, I think the video's wrapping up. Final thoughts on the video. That video was honestly pretty stupid, and it honestly just I feel like it was just really freaking dumb in terms of miscontributing. I don't know if that's the right word, but just basically miscontributing issues to certain causes, or you know what I mean. You know what I mean. They just there's false conclusions. There. False conclusions. Conclusions that are stupid as hell. Alright guys, it's almost New Year's, which means I better go to bed. Because I'm exhausted from this stream. You guys are lucky I streamed this long. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. The stream's getting broken up into 3 parts now because it went down 3 times or 2 times. But we streamed for 8 hours, 3 minutes, and counting. So we finally out of here, bro. I'm sick and tired of being here. Anyways, wait a minute. It's gonna happen. Wait. Happy New Year's, guys. It is officially 1/124 for me. Oh my gosh, what a stream. Anyways, guys. And they started the fireworks, which I'm going to go watch. I'll catch y'all in the next stream. I'm not going to hit the outro. Outro's going to take too long. I'll see y'all later. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Bye.